Perk Defense, Classical, Quiet System, 5.O-O 6.O-O. Smooth. One player took the advantage and never let go. Black got the better of White in that game. White played the opening well, but Black was on another level. Black found some nice moves in the middle game. Sharp games are frequently the result of starting with the king's pawn, since it dominates the center and frees up the bishop and queen on the light squares. The perk defense begins with d6, controlling the e5 square and preparing for nf6. The dark square bishop is made available once d4 completely takes control of the center. nf6 advances the knight and engages in an attack on the exposed e4 pawn. nc3 defends the e4 pawn. g6 prepares to fianchetto the dark squared bishop on g7, where it will sit on the long diagonal. nf3 controls the e5 square, advances the knight toward the center, and helps the d4 pawn. Fianchetto move bg7 places the bishop on the long diagonal. b2 develops the bishop, supports the knight on f3 and prepares castling. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. This hits in the middle and prevents the opponent from gaining ground. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. It is the last book move. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. That's good. Backs off. It is ideal. The rooks are linked by this, making it easier for them to work together in the future. It is quite good. This defends the attacked pawn. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This competes for the open file with the opposing rook. That's good. This protects a rook that was being attacked without any defense. It is ideal. This is not the right idea. It is an inaccuracy. Now that the rooks can see one another, they can defend one another. It is ideal. A pawn kicks the opposing knight, forcing it to move or risk being captured. It is ideal. This misses a more effective method of exposing an attack on a piece. It is incorrect. This is the only good move. It is a great move. That pawn was free for the taking. It is best. There was just one smart move to be made. It is incorrect. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This threatens to kick a knight. It is best. This is not the best. It is an inaccuracy. This defends the pawn that was attacked. It is ideal. This exchange is fair. It is quite good. Recaptures. It is ideal. This moves the knight to safety. This threatens to fork pieces. It is good. This blocks the attack on a pawn that could have been captured. This is the only good move. It is a great move. This overlooks a better way to move a bishop to safety. It is an inaccuracy. By moving a rook from its starting square, this activates it. It is quite good. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. It is best. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. This is an equal trade. It is best. This activates a rook by getting it to the 7th rank and also restricts the opponent's king. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This threatens to win a pawn. It is excellent. This makes it impossible for the adversary to gain a pawn. It is ideal. The pawn is now in a safe position. It is quite good. This strikes a rival knight. That's good. This gives away a free pawn. This allows the opponent to reveal an attack on a rook. It is an inaccuracy. That pawn was free for the taking. It is best. Thus, the assaulted rook is protected. It is quite good. This is an equal trade. It is best. Backs off. It is ideal. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. It is excellent. This reveals an assault that poses a threat to a bishop. It is ideal. A solid choice. It is excellent. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. That's fine. It is good. That's a decent move. That's good. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. That's fine. It is good. That is a logical response. It is quite good. This shifts the bishop to a square with more activity, giving it greater scope. It is quite good. That pawn's capture grants you material. That's good. Recaptures. It is ideal. Backs off. Black is ahead at this point in the endgame. It is ideal. This move puts the pawn on a safer square. It is best. Smooth. One player took the advantage and never let go. Black got the better of white in that game. White played the opening well, but black was on another level. Black found some nice moves in the middle game. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. It is best. Smooth. One player took the advantage and never let go. Black got the better of white in that game. White played the opening well, but black was on another level. Black found some nice moves in the middle game.